Kalen DeBoer's first month, we're going to give him a grade. What was the impact of getting Ryan Williams to the Alabama program? What was the impact of the SEC distributing checks today? That and our friend Big Elmo coming up. He's made national headlines. All that on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Guys, like and follow. Give us a thumbs up. Let's roll Tide. Everybody with Big Elmo, Brett Elmore from WJLX, the Towerless radio station in Jasper. I'm Mick Gillispie at Brett Elmore Show at Broadcaster Mick. You're the headline today. I mean, really, you are the headline. You have made headlines. Your station has, and it's not for a reason that you really want it to. But everywhere I turn, there you are. CNN, CBS National News, Fox National News. What in the heck happened?
Someone stole my tower, and this has just been the message the whole time. I don't know if he said, "Where's my tower? Where's it at? Someone, please." There's Woody, my midday guy. Hi, Woody. And yeah, where's those VU meters are just a kicking, but not any longer because unfortunately, this guy's a nice guy, by the way, Tristan.
Yeah,
nice guy.
They made you shut down one of your stations. You can listen to it online, though, still, right?
Right. I have to keep my humor because if I didn't, I'd go crazy. But no, it's a very serious situation. We had our 200-foot tower stolen, and I know that a lot of our viewers here have probably seen it on some news source. Number one, it's a federal offense to do this. Number two, I don't know how they did it. I've been in the business a long time. I've seen everything now. Number three, unfortunately, the site wasn't insured. For those that were saying, "Hey, wonder how much his insurance is worth," nothing, unfortunately. Oh, but no, with our AM being off the air, the FCC informed us today that our FM had to power off until we get the AM back on. So I'm looking at $60,000 to $100,000 worth of work that has to be done, and I do have a GoFundMe set up.
You do?
I was very reluctant to do one, but under the advice of some folks, I said, you know what, kick your pride to the side. And if you want to help out, people's tried to reach out and help. So if you want to do it that way, you can. You can just go to our website. GoFundMe? Yeah, so the GoFundMe, you can search WJLX or go to the station website. There's a link there. But no, I do appreciate everybody who has reached out. And Mick, I'm sort of like you. We've been around radio and everything for a long time. We're both very passionate about it. We're passionate about broadcasting, and this one really hurts, but we'll get through it. And I'm glad to be back on the channel. Had a good conversation with QB Reese the other night there at Ramsey.
Yeah. Well, let me get into that, and I'll say this, man. We're all pulling for you. It's not a hoax. This really happened, and there's some people out there that the police are definitely interested in looking at. And then the other part of it too is that the world we're in right now, where people will take things and then go and sell them for scrap, is real. Think about all the catalytic converters and, in people's barns, like where people will come in and take the whole barn for the wood and stuff. This is the first time that I can remember this ever happening. With that said, it's not a hoax. I mean, it's a real thing, and we're all pulling for you, man. So thanks for telling us about it. All right, let's talk some football. Let's get your mind on some football right now. Great job talking with QB Reese, and we posted that on the YouTube channel, so you guys can go back and watch it. Brett talked to him about signing at Alabama, and we put it out on signing day. It was great. He was one of the 3 guys that Coach DeBoer had sign on signing day, and the recruiting class did not suffer at all with the transition between Nick Saban and Kalen DeBoer. And he's closing in on his first month at Alabama. What grade would you give this guy?
I would give him an A. I wouldn't give him an A plus just because, but I would give him an A because when it seemed like everything was crumbling down around us, he was able to weather that storm and guide the ship and right the ship and like I say, finished strong. I think the guy is a winner. We've talked about this. I think the guy is a winner. In talking just with QB Reese the other night, even off the air and just small talk when I was packing up, he really, really genuinely thought a lot of Coach DeBoer. Something he said and done, affected him, and he, you could tell, felt relief and comfort in going to Alabama. And he said, I just feel like I'm wanted. I'm still wanted there. And this guy, I believe, Nick Saban was he could motivate with the best of them.
Right.
This guy may be the same way.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think an A is definitely worth it, and I give DeBoer an A too. I mean, think about how difficult this job was.
Yeah.
Nick Saban, the greatest coach of all time, comes in and just retires, and no one knew it was coming.
No.
People thought that it might be a possibility, and obviously Greg Byrne, Alabama's athletic director, had an inkling, but he did not know. And then he goes straight to Seattle to get DeBoer, who had just coached his team to the national championship game, coming up short to Michigan. And Alabama was in that same 4-team playoff. And so go out there, get the guy, and then you're watching players who were with the university basically take ransoms to go to other schools, business decisions. As Isaiah Bond said, Caleb Downs went to Ohio State, and it was like, hey, I'm going somewhere else besides here, and we'll see how much NIL I get, right? And I've heard upwards of $600 to $1 million, right? And it just felt like every day something bad was happening,
right?
And this guy circled the wagons, got some wins. When Ryan Williams decommitted, that was also part of all of this stuff, right? I mean,
right.
He retired, and it's like, oh, guess what? Ryan Williams it was like one thing after the other. He circled the wagons, and I think that what really was his biggest moment early, the thing that really got the ship kind of under control out in the Rocky Seas, was bringing Ryan Williams back. It took a while to get the commitment back, and he did need some help from your friend and mine and all of our friends, Roll Tide Willie, right? The real number one recruiter in the state. But
that's right.
bringing Ryan Williams back to the conversation was huge to me, and I think that's one of the reasons I give him an A.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That was a major win, a major impact. And you go back to Coach, we saw when he was introduced as the next head coach at Alabama, the pure raw emotion. This is a grown man tearing up with his message back to the Washington team. This is a guy that deeply cares, I believe, about his players, not only just as football players, but as people. And obviously he connects very well with their families. In talking with QB Reese the other night, his mama said he's going to Alabama.
That's right.
Mama said she feels comfortable with him there. And what Mama says goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
oh, yeah.
You got to keep Mama happy, and he's happy too. And I'm happy as an Alabama fan that we did finish up strong. And, yeah, Coach DeBoer, I give him an A.
Yeah, yeah. So a couple of A's for Coach DeBoer. This was something that you brought to my attention today, and it's definitely the reason why the SEC is the most powerful conference in college sports, and that is the distribution of cash. How much did they get? Did you tell me it was like $147 million?
No, they distributed $741 million.
Oh, wow. Okay.
To the 14 universities. Now, Mick, this doesn't even include the $23 million retained by the schools that went to the bowl games. You know, they got to keep that. So when you break that down,
that's like $52 million.
Yeah, it's 51.3 million.
Wow.
So that is a lot of money. And this doesn't include, and it sounds like chump change now, but an additional $8 million of NCAA and SEC grants that they distributed out. So total revenue for 2022 to 23 is an increase above the $721 million distributed in 21-22. And the average per school increased from $49 million in 21 to 22. So, you know, they made roughly $20 million more this year. It just means more, Mick.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I know that I think that's like the really old school SEC logo, but you and I love talking logos. I like that one, right? I mean, I remember that one, and I still like that one.
I was going to mention that. I was like, man, we're going old school today.
Old school,
and I
baby.
like it.
Old school, baby.
That's right.
Like the American dream, Dusty Rhodes.
This is the American dream, baby. I'm a son of a plumber.
All right, let's pivot one more thing on today's show that I want to get your opinion on, and that is Ryan Grubb. Apparently, he's sticking around. He he was at the Yay Alabama after signing day event, and he said, "Hey, I'm Alabama's offensive coordinator." You remember last year he had the opportunity to go to Alabama, stuck at Washington. Then he followed Coach DeBoer to Alabama. He's a hot commodity again this year, but it appears that he's going to stay in Tuscaloosa. Do you think he is staying, or are we looking too much into it? And what impact does it have if he does stick around?
Yeah, it's he's staying. I think it shows his loyalty to Coach DeBoer. I think I think this proves that he likes the college game. If he wanted to jump into the NFL, I think he would have made it now. But that doesn't mean now that next year he may be gone as a head coach somewhere. I won't say that, but I think he made the right move, really, because the NFL, man. Even though the NCAA and college football has changed so much, the NFL's a different world, man. And that's cutthroat, man. You're dealing with a bunch of guys making lots of money, but of course we have that in college football. But still, you know the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah,
it's a different world, and he looks like one of those guys that just loves the college game, and he knows that the University of Alabama is probably one of the best places he can be. If he can showcase his talents as a coordinator there, if he wants a head coaching job, he will eventually get it either next year or the year after. I mean, if that's what he's ultimately wanting, and I couldn't blame him for that, you know. I think it's big for Alabama because once again, after the retirement of Coach Saban, we need stability. And this guy was introduced, basically with DeBoer. And we need that going forward. And it's big to have him back around as our coordinator.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel exactly the same way. Big move for Alabama. All right. That does it for the show, Brett. Great to see you again. And I'm going to throw this up for you, Brett. Our show is always presented by Pearl River Resort over in Choctaw, Mississippi. Here are the list of events coming up. Ron White, February 24th, sold out.
Sold out. Oh.
Sold out. No more tickets, no more seats available. So now you've got to think Kool and the Gang on March the 16th. That's going to be fun. The Wallflowers on May the 4th. Brian McKnight on June 29th. And I am not at liberty to tell you guys right now, but the summer lineup as Pearl River celebrates its 30th birthday of events is going to blow you absolutely away. And I'm telling you right now, just a hint, you better get your room for 4th of July for Independence Day weekend.
Hey, that's my birthday. The 3rd of July is my birthday.
Hey, you better come, Brett, because it's gonna. They're bringing the heat. I'm just telling you guys that right now. But you also have Dancing Rabbit Golf Course. You've got the casino with the table games and the slots. You also don't forget you can go into the Timeout Sports Lounge. You got the little kiosks if you kind of want to sit there and make your own wagers, watch games. 20 big screen TVs with everything on, all the major college sports and pro sports around the world. And then
Super Bowl Sunday's coming up, man.
Yep, Super Bowl Sunday. So find out for yourself. I'm telling you, it's a great time. And there's the lineup right now. And wait for it because it's going to continue to get bigger. And when I'm allowed to tell you guys, I will. But I'm just telling you, I was blown away by the cool acts that are going to be there. All right, Brett, anything that you want to add before we get out of here?
No, just a big roll tide to everyone. And thank you for the support of the radio station, too.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Roll Tide to you, and thank you guys, and we'll talk to you in the comments section. Make sure you like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, man. We're going in the right direction, and it really is because of all of you guys that hang out with us here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. And here's your invite if you didn't get one.